Candeloro of France, the first skater that we will see on the ice. In 9th place after the short program. He has plenty of fans and critics, but one thing has always remained constant. He's done it his way. In life, he is predictably French. A perfectionist in the art of living. In his mind, boredom is the worst sin imaginable. But on the ice, the natural showman is a study in contrast. Philippe Candeloro has sipped from the fountain of success. In '94, an Olympic bronze. But little has gone right for Candeloro on the ice since, and he hit bottom at the '96 World Championships. Critics believe he had become too commercial.
Philippe, the businessman, could have a problem with the Philippe artist because Philippe artists have to skate.
But Philippe was unable to skate for long stretches over the past 2 years. A nagging ankle injury robbed him of what he loves to do most, perform and compete. The rehab was long and lonely at times, and now at 26, he finds himself at a critical juncture.
The ice skating is a very hard sport without nothing. But with one injury, it's terrible. Because they take your life, they take your souffle, and it's very hard to skate with something that disturbs your mind. Very hard.
But skate he must, because the man who ignited France's skating resurgence now shoulders his country's dream, the most visible hope for the Bleu, Blanc, et Rouge.
They didn't know skating before. So when they have seen my medal and my performance, they love the skating. And if people love my skating, and they give me back this love. And I skate much better when I have more people love me.
Ah, the demands that come with being a star. Fortunately, Philippe's girlfriend of 5 years, Olivia, understands.
She has always seen the girls like me, but she has not a lot of nerves. Little bit because she's jealous, because she loves me, of course, and hopefully for me. But she supports me a lot, and it's very important for me, I think.
Quintessential Candeloro, never too far from the edge, and when it comes to the future, always philosophical.
I wait for something better, maybe. But I tell you, if it is not coming, that's a life. That's a life.
The injury last year, this year at the French National Championships, he had the flu and did not skate. Philippe Candeloro of France nearing the end of his eligible career. But you can always say this about him, no matter what he does, he is interesting on the ice. In 9th place, hoping to move up, perhaps with a huge effort, get on the podium.
Now the music is The Three Musketeers, and he plays D'Artagnan. Any hope, he's got to be able to do his triple jumps. He had a terrible practice earlier today, but in the practice warm-up here, he was pulling things off left and right. Here's the triple axel. Beautiful. That's just like him. You want to kill him. He can just fall all over the place, and then he turns around and under pressure does something absolutely brilliant. He has no style, no pointed feet, nothing except enormous presence and star quality. Look at this. I just don't believe this guy. I mean, he's wonderful.
And Dick, you remember last year, before the Europeans, he had the ankle injury, ended up winning a silver medal with a great performance to Napoleon. Always has themes to his program. Napoleon, Three Musketeers, The Godfather, 1, 2, and 3.
You can see the sword playing and hear it as well. Triple Lutz. Double 3 on the end, but that's a very minor deduction. See, the problem he had was in the short program when he did fine technical merit right up until the very end and then lost it on that dangerous forward edge double axel.
This free skate lasting 4.5 minutes and worth 2/3 of the overall score. Weiss Candeloro has been the silver medalist at the European Championships, including last year. Even though he was in 4th place after the short program last year.
Triple loop. And he gets his dander up, he can do the jumps. His technique is so weak that many times he can't without the force of that dander. Straight line step and very evocative of I don't know if he's going to do it or not, but this is a second triple axel he may have planned. He did, and I got to tell you, I really take my hat off to him. Good for you. Good for you. Very good for him. You know, he's really been a guy who has just struggled through one of the weirdest sets of techniques I've ever seen in skating. He's the only guy who ever could spin on both ankles, taking his blades off completely, and have that move outruled by the skating federations. He has star presence on the ice, and he's first rate.
Had an awful practice this afternoon, but he's French. The man needs an audience. Philippe Candeloro playing to the house here in Milan.
Now, look at how he steps into this first triple axel. Good arms as he lifts himself up into the air. That's what so many skaters like Tara Lipinski don't have. And that's what gets him up in time to do the full and complete revolution. Most of the men have that. Here is the triple Lutz. He didn't reach back far enough, got him off angle. He did 2-3 turns at the end and didn't do the original 2-jump combination that he had planned, but that won't take anything off.
5-5, 5-6.
There are certain people who are just gamers. They save their best for when they're under the lights, and Candeloro is one of those. First set of marks for technical merit. They range from 5.4 up to 5.7.
And those are very strong marks. But they're not probably strong enough to pull him all the way up. But he really got wonderful quality with his jumps.
And Dick, look at the presentation marks. 5.6 all the way up to a perfect 6.0.
And of course, that's the Belgian judge. You know, I don't know what to say about him.
Well, Phillipe Candeloro, a great way to get started. Back to Milan in a bit, but first we take you to John Saunders in our Wide World of Sports studios in New York. John?